July of last year, I bought an iPad Pro M4 13-inch. And since then, it's been an absolute dream. I love this iPad so much. However, I noticed on my channel that I have not ever made a what's on my iPad Pro video for this iPad. So I thought, well, it's about damn time we talk more about the iPad Pro and give you guys a what is on my 13-inch iPad Pro M4. Hello internet, how are you doing today? My name is Brian if you are new here. And yes, today we are going to be finally doing a what is on my iPad Pro video. I think it's long overdue. I think it's time to show you guys what exactly is on this iPad because as you know, this iPad Pro holds all of my deepest, darkest secrets. So it's time to unleash them out into the universe and show you what exactly is on this iPad. So let's get into it right now. So for this video, I set up an entirely new iPad theme, which I find to be absolutely gorgeous. So I'm super excited to show you guys what is on this iPad. So let's get started with the lock screen on my iPad. So as you can tell, I chose this really sick and cool blue/chrome wallpaper. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of this chromy, swirly, metal type of bluish wallpaper that just looks super gorgeous. I actually found this off of Pinterest. So if you guys want any of the wallpapers that I mentioned in today's video, I will have them all linked down below in my Pinterest board. But that's besides the point. Let's show you guys what exactly is on this lock screen. As you can tell, I have this really cool font for my clock face, and I made it all blue because it looks really good. I also have the date at the top of the clock, as well as I have my calendar, I have the weather, and I have my Apple Pencil charge. My Apple Pencil is currently not attached to my iPad right now, but I like to have it nearby so I always know exactly what the charge is. However, with an iPad, you have two different orientations. So you can do vertical mode or horizontal mode. And in horizontal mode, you have access to a bunch of other new widgets as well. So here, I have this pretty much the same thing. I have my calendar and also have the events right at the top. I have, of course, again, the weather, and I have my Apple Pencil charge. Then I have this really cute GIF of a capybara. I don't know why I have this here. I just found this to be really cute. I found this widget off of iScreen, and it's just freaking adorable. I love to see him when I unlock my iPad like this because who doesn't want a capybara on their lock screen? And below that, I have my recently played music on Apple Music. So that is all on my lock screen, and then when we swipe up into my home screen, we have another new view. So we're going to start, of course, in the vertical orientation, and let's show you guys what is on my home screen. So here is my home screen layout. I wanted to try something different for this iPad because since the iPad is so big, we have so much space to work with. I really wanted to utilize the space. I wanted to be able to put as much widgets as I could on my iPad home screen. So that is what we have right here. And this is kind of what I would call my work iPad. I call it a work iPad because I really do a lot of creative stuff on this iPad, which is the whole reason why I got it, because this iPad is so big. It is perfect for drawing on it. It's perfect for making content on it. So that's what my first home screen is all about. It's all about creation. It's all about making stuff. So let's first start off with the apps on my home screen. And we have YouTube Studio, PicsArt, Lightroom, and Final Cut Pro. I use these applications pretty much all the time, which is why they're on my home screen. Unfortunately, I have not paid for the Final Cut Pro subscription in a long time on this iPad, probably since I actually bought this iPad. And I still want to make use of it, so that's why I do have it on my home screen, because in case I do want to subscribe to it again, it's $5 a month, and honestly, that adds up pretty quickly. Then we have a couple applications. We have Freeform, CapCut, Canva, LinkedIn, Drive, Gmail, Docs, and Sheets. These applications really do not need much explanation. They're pretty simple. I like to use these applications all the time. I added Freeform to my home screen recently because I found out that the Freeform application is actually really useful and actually pretty helpful. So if we go into the Freeform application right here, we open it up all the way. As you can see, I haven't used it in a long time. The cool thing about the Freeform application is it basically is an infinite canvas. As you can see, I can zoom out, I can zoom in all the way, and I can do drawing. So I can draw right here, and I can zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, literally all far. So that's why I do have this here if I do want to whiteboard something out or do something for content-wise. I have access to it right here, but this is just pretty cool. You can literally just go and draw to your heart's content. You can add things such as stickers right here, make it big or make it whatever size I want. Add some text. I can double tap to enter text. It's there. It's cool. It's a cool free application available to you on the iPad. So if you want to use it, you definitely should use it. And now it is time to actually get into the widgets on my home screen. We'll start off at the top. As you can see right here, we have a calendar view, and I have this really cool, pretty background for it that I love it. It looks pretty cool and actually stands out pretty well from the background. That is just a calendar we have there. But if we swipe up, we have access to all my battery levels on my devices. And then right underneath it, I have two Notion widgets. I have the YouTube ideas widget and I have the TikTok ideas widget. I use Notion a lot. I think Notion is an absolute fantastic app. And of course I have the TikTok widget there as well. But underneath it, I have this really cool kind of blue blob aesthetic. As you can tell right here, I kind of have blue on the top and then black and white at the bottom. It's just a cool aesthetic I have right there. If we swipe up right here, we have my weather widget right here, which we're not gonna get too much into it. And now on the black side of it, I have this really cool inky black aesthetic right there. And if I swipe right into here, I actually have my calendar view right here accessible on my home screen. And then right underneath it, I have another cool black and white sort of aesthetic right there. And if I swipe right up there, I actually have my unread emails right there. And as you can see, I have currently 4,899 unread emails. I need help. So that's all I actually have on my home screen. Now we're gonna get into the bottom bar of my home screen. So let's talk about my dock on my iPad. I actually have some applications that I use all the time on my iPad. To start out with, I have Messages, I have Safari, I have Good Notes, I have Notes, I have Notion, I have Files, I have GoDaddy Studio, and then I have Procreate. I like to have all these accessible on the dock on my iPad because if you didn't know, all you have to do is swipe up at the bottom edge of the iPad and you can open up any of these applications that you want to be open. And then here are just recently open applications I have right there. And then of course I have my app library down there as well. So now I'm going to show you guys how my home screen looks like in horizontal mode. So if we turn my iPad like this, here's my horizontal view of my home screen. As you can see, I have it kind of adjusted a little bit differently, but this is just how it basically looks. And now let's swipe over to the next page and talk about this home screen right here. This home screen is all about my media consumption. I have all of my streaming applications lined up down here in this little cool squiggly line, which I find to be really cool, as well as I have all of the widgets right there as well too, so I can use up screen real estate on my home screen. And at the bottom we have a games folder, which we'll get into a little bit later. Let's start out with all of my streaming applications. I have YouTube, I have Max, I have Apple TV, I have Hulu, I have Disney Plus. Those are all my streaming applications and I use them all pretty often. I do have the Apple TV app because I have a bunch of different movies that I purchased on there before in previous years. And also right here on my widgets, I have my Apple Music widget, I then have my YouTube widget, and then have a Hulu widget and an Apple TV widget. The Hulu widget is not logged in because I cannot remember my Hulu password. If you go right into the games application, we have a bunch of cool games to show you guys. So I'm going to go over all my games and then we're going to talk about some of my favorite games. So I have Resident Evil Village, I have HayDay, I have Happy Color, I have SimCity, I have Roblox, I have Baby in Yellow, I have Good Pizza, Roblox twice in here because I don't know why I have Roblox in here twice, I just do. I have Good Coffee, I have Episode, I have My Supermarket, and I have Call of Duty Mobile. So now I'm actually going to switch over to my desk and show you guys some of my favorite iPad games because I love a good iPad game. So I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite games right now. Hello and welcome to the iPad zone. So now I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite iPad games. So right here is my iPad game folder as we explored already. So we're going to go into a few of them that I actually do like. HayDay. Oh my god, HayDay. So I literally downloaded this app just because Ariana Grande plays this game. I'm not even joking. Literally that's the only reason why I downloaded this application. I don't want to... You gotta be kidding me. I have to freaking download it. Anyways, I had to download an update for this damn game. But here we go. We have some ugly people in my freaking town. People in the game are so freaking ugly, but that's besides the point. Anyways, you do this. You literally go there and you crop your crops and everything. And then you feed some of these motherfuckers. I guess they're fed. So literally you just take care of your little farm.
And I work like a dog day and night.
I downloaded this like a few weeks ago. Obviously my little farm is not that good right now, so that's besides the point. We have Happy Color, which literally is exactly what you think this is. This is literally what you do. Okay, so I find this random one. There's just this one right here. I start it. And it's pretty simple. It's pretty self-explanatory. Oh my god, I can't stand these ads, bro. Literally. Anyway, so how Happy Color works is you tap a color and then you tap the corresponding spot on screen. So number 2 is a color, and then you go and zoom in and you find number 2 on the coloring sheet, and you keep doing that for eternity to however long it takes you to do the design. And it's really cute and honestly pretty therapeutic, so I find this app to be really fun. SimCity. I've been playing SimCity for a long freaking time and I love it. I love it so much. As you can tell, here's my little city. I mean, it's just very fun. Only thing about this game is it's a mobile game, so literally it takes forever to get going in this game. To get these freaking skyscrapers, you need to put stuff in a factory, and look at this. This factory thing that takes 8 minutes and 59 seconds to actually do this complete production, which is annoying. I only play this game so often because it gets just kind of boring having to wait and wait and wait. This is Baby in Yellow. This is a really weird game. It's a horror game where you have to take care of this little child. It's creepy. It's very spooky. I don't know what level I'm on. I'm on like level whatever. Oh. Oh. Here's just some of the gameplay of Baby in Yellow. Basically, you follow this baby around, you take care of the baby, and the baby becomes possessed, and the baby tries to kill you. So that's pretty much what you do. Anyways, that's Baby in Yellow. Then we have Good Pizza, Great Pizza. This game is so... I don't want notifications. This game is so fun. You run a pizza shop, and honestly, this is just so fun. We're on chapter 1, day 3 right here. Wait for our first customer of the day. This bitch again. This is basically what you do. You build pizzas all day. It shows you the instructions. You take customer orders, and you build a pizza. It's pretty fun and honestly pretty relaxing. But yeah, sometimes you get condescending customers, and sometimes you get people like him who suck. Let's go home. Then we have Good Coffee, Great Coffee, which is pretty much the exact same as Good Pizza, Great Pizza. However, this one has so many freaking steps that it is honestly such a hard game to play. It is so hard. There are so many steps. It's quite annoying. But I had to start it for the first time on this iPad, so whatever. My Supermarket. This game is interesting. I started playing it the other day, and it's just weird. The whole point of the game is that you own your own supermarket and you check out customers and then you restock shelves and everything. Basically, it is a retail simulator. So it kind of gives me PTSD every time I use this, especially in the math part. Like, oof, girl, I don't like this. But yeah, you pretty much literally enter numbers in, you scan items, you give them the cash back, you restock shelves and everything. And yeah, it's kind of fun. It's kind of weird, but I mean, this is the game. And honestly, it's kind of soothing, low-key. So anyways, that's what that is. And that's a really fun game. And honestly, as a retail worker, it's kind of torturous to play. But sometimes it's fun to be tortured. And that pretty much is all the games that I have on my iPad. They're fun, they're cool, they're interesting, and yeah. As you can tell, I'm definitely an iPad kid at heart. I'm definitely an iPad gamer. But definitely let me know what your favorite iPad game is, because I'm pretty sure there's some games out there that I have never tried before. So definitely let me know all that down below. This is how the horizontal view looks right here. I actually have this kind of cool queue layout for my applications because I just think this looks pretty cool. It uses up the space pretty well, and I have my games down there and have all of my widgets right there. Here's my app library, and if we go right into here and we scroll, here are all of the applications that I have on my iPad, and that's all you're gonna get. That is everything, my friends. That is everything. Alright guys, that is everything that is on my iPad Pro. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that button down below and subscribe and click the notification bell to get notifications on whenever I upload a video next. You can also follow me on all the social medias. Links are going to be down in the description and down below and also right here. And yeah, definitely let me know what your favorite iPad apps are, because I'm sure there's many applications out there that I have not used. And also let me know if there's any cool iPad tips and tricks I use all the time, because I definitely like to find new ways to use my iPad to its full potential. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye. All I'm going to say is that having an iPad this big definitely makes you addicted to this thing. You will be addicted to this iPad. You would want to use this iPad all day. Especially having an iPad literally bigger than your head. You're going to want to use this thing every single day. I love my iPad, and I can never imagine a world without my iPad. A world without my iPad sounds miserable. Please, I love my iPad. We love her. We love her. We love her. We love her. We love her.